And I missed y'all, so I thought I would do a quick live as I have time between meetings. And I love talking to y'all. So come in. We're just going to be discussing all things manifestation. We can do just a live Q&A. I actually love answering questions. And if you're new here, my name is Ty, the manifestation goddess. I am a energy alchemist, manifestation mentor, spiritual oracle, modern day ascended master, all of the things. And I love my Black History Month shirt. A So I just wanted to go live just to discuss all things manifestation. I wanted to do a quick pop-up Q&A. So as you come in, just let me know if you have questions and we will be discussing all things manifestation, how I'm living from my God state, how I enjoy life, how I live from play, all of the things. And I also want to make sure that you all can hear me. So when you come in, just let me know you can hear me. And yeah, I am so excited to be here. It is Friday. I'm feeling good. I have a date after this. Hey, Tab. I just wanted to do a quick pop up. Let me know if you can hear me okay, but I just wanted to do a quick pop up, like a quick Q&A because I get so many questions and I wanted an opportunity to answer that here as I am between meetings and I have a date later. So let me know if you have any questions. We'll just hang out as people pop in. So, yeah. OTAB, I am prepared to launch a money masterclass on March 1st. I'm actually really excited about that one. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to launch this money masterclass. It's so funny when I think about how God gave me this vision less than 2 years ago when I was homeless. And I was like, God, are you sure I'm the person to be teaching anyone about money? I mean, look at the circumstances. But we know circumstances don't matter. And look where I am now. So I think it's perfect. It's so fitting. I just love when I get those divine downloads of my purpose or of my mission, and then the universe just aligns to fit that. Even if it took 2 years, we know time doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I love it. It's so funny because when you think of things taking time, let's talk about time. When we think of things taking time, if I talk about the download of teaching money, manifestation money that I got less than 2 years ago, and at the time, I just didn't see how I would be the person to do that. But whenever it's revealed to me now, like where I am now, as far as like manifesting money every single day, it's like it doesn't even seem like there was a lapse, if that makes sense. I feel like when we think about where we were a year ago or 2 years ago to where we are now, that time in between doesn't even feel real. It just seems like 2 years happened and now you're here. Like it was like a blink of an eye. Or we even think about that when we say that, like, oh, the year went by so fast because everything is happening right now and time is an illusion. So it makes us think like, oh, that's going to happen in the future, or oh, that was in the past. But really, when you think about it, it felt like right now. Like it didn't feel like it took any time at all. I love when I have those revelations. So let me know if y'all have hi, hi, hi. We're just discussing all things manifestation. Let me know if y'all have any questions. Yes, I have an 8-year-old, and when I think about her from, like, 1, it's like that doesn't seem that long ago because it's an illusion that it happened, like, in the past or so long ago, but when you think about it right now here in this moment, it feels so real because time is an illusion, and every single moment is happening right now, which is why it feels real right now. I just love it. I feel like where I am right now, I guess until we get some questions, I feel like where I am right now, I woke up, I want to say last week sometime, and realized that I am living in every single one of my manifestations. like truly feeling it real. And I feel like the sense of gratitude to know that you're living in your manifestations as they're unfolding, it feels so, I want to say beautiful. I don't want to say unreal because it definitely feels real, but it feels so beautiful. It feels so grateful. Like I feel like let me see the best way to explain it. Like for me, I felt like I'm like wrapped in this beautiful soft pink rose as everything is unfolding, as each pebble or petal of the rose is unfolding, revealing like the real me, if that makes sense. That's the best analogy I can get. Hey Toya, yeah, I just did a quick pop-up live because I just wanted to answer some manifestation questions. I get a lot of questions about money, SP. So I just wanted to do a quick pop-up live as we talk about it. But yeah, I was saying how I truly am living in every last one of my manifestations. I was literally like reading one of my journals from a couple years ago, and then I was reading one from last year. And every single thing that I wrote down, I have lived it. Oh, y'all, I want to share I have a manifestation binder. I'm going to grab it. Y'all just going to bear with me. I'm about to grab it because I really want to show y'all. One second. So I wanted to share a manifestation binder that I created. I created this last year and I love it. I've never shared this on live. This is so okay, guys. We're gonna share it. But if you have not created a manifestation binder, I would highly recommend it. It's so funny because I made this one last year when I was really kind of just getting from rock bottom and, manifesting all of the things. And I didn't redo one this year because really, I don't really have any manifestations that I want to live out. And the ones that I put in here last year are really just the same ones. Like, I'm going to read two of my favorite verses on the cover. Like one is the Mark 11:24, which is whatever you ask for in prayer, believe you have received it and it shall be yours. And that is a big one. Believe you have received it and it shall be yours. Like it's already done. Believe you have received it and it's yours. I feel like that's something that people kind of, I don't know, like when we talk about the Bible, a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to talk about manifestation in the Bible. Like the Bible talks about manifestation in so many places. That Mark 11:24 verse is so potent. Believe you have received it and it shall be yours. Like how else clear can that be? Oh yeah, I loved Arthur growing up. Um, and then my other favorite one is I have three favorite Bible verses. I guess we could talk about that. My first favorite Bible verse is Psalms 82:6, where it says, He are gods. And I feel like when people are like, oh, you can't call yourself a God, I'm like, the Bible calls us a God. Like, don't you know ye are gods? You and my father are one. Like, how much clearer can that be? So that's number one. And then of course the Mark 11:24, believe in what you shall have received it. And then the Matthew 19:26, when it says, with man it may be impossible, but with God all things are possible. And I always think about that. I am possible. Like I be breaking it down like with God all things are possible. God is I am. So I am possible. Like how y'all don't be seeing that? I'm like, people don't be catching this stuff. Okay. I can so let me see how to make you a mod. Okay. Okay, Ty. Okay, Tab, you're a mod. Hey. So if you want to be a mod, let me know. It's so odd to think that I have mods now. It's just so funny. I just love life. I just love life. Oh, so y'all, I want to read this promise I made at the beginning of 2025 when I was creating this. It's also in my book. If y'all haven't, make sure you grab the book, Sacred Flames. It's really just the meditations of all the downloads I've gotten. But I had wrote this. It's called the Forever Promise. I don't even know if I want to read it, but it's pretty much. I don't think I'm going to read it. I'm getting all self conscious, but it's pretty much just talking about how I made a promise to God and to myself to be this beacon, to this vessel, to awaken other people, to ensure that they awaken other people. And I've dedicated my life to that. Like, and since I've made that promise, the forever promise at the beginning of last year, I feel like everything has been unfolding for me to dedicate my life to waking other people up to their God power. That is one thing. If you work with me, if for any of my clients, if you're here, but if you haven't worked with me, you're interested in working with me, y'all have to understand I do not teach manifestation. I teach you to live in your God power, and manifestations are a byproduct of you living in your God power. That is probably the biggest revelation that I have got during this manifestation journey, is that you think you're manifesting when what you're really doing is living in your God power, living as the creator, living as the creation, and the manifestations are a byproduct of that. It's just like the icing on the cake, but the cake is you understanding yourself as God. And I really want to touch on that, because I know sometimes people get into manifestation coaching and thinking I'm going to manifest all these things for you. It's like, that's not how this is going to work. Like, I need you to be grounded in understanding that you are God. Ye are gods. You are a God. You have the power to create your reality. It is not the other way around. It's not you manifesting something and now you believe that you're God. No, you need to know that you are God. Therefore, the manifestations are a byproduct of that. You said, what? Oh, let me see if y'all had any questions. This is the whole point while I was doing this. My bad, y'all. Uh, it says, do you believe we can manifest anyone, even teenage kids? Yeah, I feel like, well, y'all know, if you don't know, if you're new here, I believe that in oneness. I believe in oneness. I believe everything is one. Nothing is separate, meaning you're not separate from me. I'm not separate from you. Your SP is not separate. Like, we're all an expression of God, which means we can all tap into the same exact energy. And circumstances do not matter. So don't, I feel like that's where people tend to trip up when they're manifesting, is they're looking at something, or say if you're looking at this water bottle, you're thinking this is separate from you, like this is external, this is not you. Where I look at everything as I am God, this is an expression of God. Like, we are all source energy, and everything that we see in our 3D is a form of source energy. So therefore it cannot be separate when we're all coming back from that one source energy. Mm. If you said what, I would just revise that your lease was never canceled. I am big. I think lately, I want to say lately, being like the last 2 weeks, I have been big on revision. And I say this because when we have high stake items, if you see something that's high stake, we tend to have a lot of resistance to it because we're viewing it as higher than us. So the best technique, in my opinion, is going to be revision. And I say revision because we can't really understand it. We just have to accept that it works. But by us not understanding it, we cannot control it. Therefore, we cannot put any resistance to it. So if it's something that you have a very big attachment to it, or if it feels high stake, I just suggest revising it, because you cannot put an attachment to revision. Like, if it's something that you see as small, I say affirmations, because you don't, it's neither here nor there for you. But if it's something that really matters to you, I choose a technique that you cannot put resistance on. And revision is one of those things. Yes, like for me, when I say y'all, like I feel like I've been in my God state, but the way it's been unfolding, even more so, when I say it doesn't matter how small or big I say of something that I want to experience, like it literally will come into my reality with it. I want to say instantly. Like, I remember this week I was saying that there was a certain experience I wanted to have. Literally 30 minutes after saying that experience, it happened. And it happened in the most, the unfolding of things be so like the awe for me. Like, I know we want our manifestations, that's the goal, that feels good. But for me, the unfolding is always the best part, because it be so magical. Like, how did this even happen? Like, how was I to know that I was going to be in this situation and it was going to happen this way? And I feel like that's why I'm so big on revision, because we try to think of, oh, if I do this, if I do that, oh, if I work more, I'm going to get more money. If I do, it's like, no, there are infinite number of ways. And if you are limited to it to one way, say if you think, oh, the way for me to get more money is for me to work, you are now telling the universe, this is the only way for me to get more money. So this is the only way it's going to be delivered to you. Instead of just saying, I have more money, and allow the universe, God, the infinite number of ways for that to be delivered to you. For me, like I stopped saying, like I used to really want more clients. And I had, when I was really sitting with it, I was like, you know what? I don't even really want more clients. I just want the money. So once I had that mindset, like being real with yourself, like, do you want more clients or do you want the freedom that you think these clients are going to bring? And when you go to understanding that you just really want to experience the freedom, you allow God to bring it to you in an infinite number of ways that you could not think of. I said, okay, how do I revise? You said, how do you revise it? I would just say it never happened. As far as I would say, so if this was me and I was in a ruling, I would say that it went my way. Like, oh, the outcome was my way. It was so beautiful. Or I would say, me personally, you can do it that way. That's probably the way that people have least resistance to it. Or for me, I would just say I never went to court. But again, I feel like we're going to talk about how manifesting tends to be based on your faith. If you don't have all you need is faith of a mustard seed. We can start there. However, if you have a mountain-sized faith, you allow mountain-sized miracles. So for me, I would have just been like, I never even went to court for this. Like this was never even my situation. And then I allowed for however that to unfold, for it to unfold. That's not saying, okay, so let's be real. So if I was to do this, so let's say I'm going to do this from my God state for you. So let's say that I had to go to court, we already went to court, blah, blah. After that, I would say I never even went to court. Like this never even happened. I never even got a letter about it. Like I've been living here happy. But keeping in mind, of course, you went to court. However, it would rearrange, reality will rearrange to where you stay in that apartment. That therefore it seemed like you never went to court about it. Even though you know in the back of your mind you went to court, the outcome of what you wanted to experience is still the same. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know if I still need to explain that. It says I understand your question, but I guess I don't understand what you mean manifest someone under 18. I need clarification because we ain't talking about no illegal stuff. So I need to know what you mean. Tab, Tab, I'm going to say this. You said you have a job interview lined up, but you don't really want to work. So you cannot be mad if you don't get the job. I feel like we tend to do that. And then we're like, oh man, I didn't get the job. It's like you didn't really want to work anyway. So, of course, what you have your attention on is what's really going to manifest. You may set your attention, oh, I'm going to get this job. But if your attention is, I don't really want to work, don't be surprised if you don't get the job because that's really what the outcome that you really wanted. You could go to, I just get paid to exist and allow getting paid to exist to manifest for you. That is another thing we want to talk about. We don't want to say that we want to have certain experiences and then don't expect those experiences to happen. I think that's probably one of the biggest things for me that I see. Excuse me. I think that's the biggest thing for me that I see is that we tend to say we want to have an experience. We tend to say we want to manifest something, but we don't have the expectation that it should happen. And those don't that just don't add up to me. Like if you want to have an experience, you want to manifest something, you want to have an experience, you need to have the expectation of that happening. Don't say one thing and then have the expectation of another because your attention is on not having it. So you're going to not have it. About awareness. Oh, Toya, that is a beautiful question because I definitely teach self awareness. And if you haven't, there's two guides on my stand store about self awareness. For me, I believe becoming more self-aware is how I was able to get into my God state. And when I talk about self-awareness, it's more so understanding yourself as God. Under it's being grounded. That's going to be the biggest thing is ground your energy we tend to try to focus on our manifestations without our nervous system being grounded. And in which case, if your nervous system isn't grounded, even if you manifest your desires, your container is not big enough to hold it. So you might get it and then it might be fleeted. And you're going to be like, oh, well, what happened? Because you're not grounded in who you are. That's why I'm big on meditation. That's why I'm big on EFT tapping. It's really becoming aware of your spirit in this body. That's probably the best way to sum it up. Self awareness is becoming aware of your God self in this body and understanding that certain feelings are fleeting. But as long as you go back to your baseline that you are God, it doesn't matter these temporary feelings. Let me know if we had any more questions. And if we don't have any questions, I'm going to show y'all some more, share some more stuff from my book. Oh, this is a page from my. I love this one. It says the power of imagination makes us infinite. The power of imagination makes us infinite. That is real. That is one thing I want y'all to do. Everyone who is big on manifestation, and if you're here, you're big on manifestation, play. Use your imagination. Go back to being childlike with your imagination and play all day. I feel like we are, let me see how to explain this. I picture us as God's children, right? Or we're God in kid form. Like there's a universal, big, all powerful God, and we're little expressions of God. Like we're children of God. And because we're children of God, we need to use our imagination to play around, explore 3D reality, discover things. So I'm always in such awe about everything because I am very childlike. I've experienced the worst of the worst and the best of the best. And from my experience, in order to get the best of the best is to be childlike, be in awe, be in wonder, being grateful. Literally being grateful. You know, kids be grateful for every little thing. Like it don't matter how small it seems to us, they be so awe, like, oh my God, this is so amazing. Be that way about your life as an adult. Yes, babies are so amazing. I feel like because we have to play with babies, keep that energy all day, not just with the baby. Oh, crashing out. It's so funny. I don't even think I've ever been a crash out person, but I've been a I break down person where I will just randomly cry, not necessarily crashing out, but I always come back to this is the biggest thing. Like, so if I have a purge, 'cause I do believe in the purge, like sometimes we go through purging, meaning like we'll be crying, crashing out, what have you. But I believe we do that to clear out old energy and make space for the new. Because in my experience, every time I have a purge or a session where I'm just crying for days and days and days, my manifestations come in. Like there's I guess, a bigger manifestation that comes in. I'd be like, oh, well, shit, I was just making room. So now I'm more aware, like, okay, if I'm going through a purge and I know that I'm making room for a manifestation and it can't, whatever energy's here, it can't hold it. So I have to clear out this energy for this to hold this new thing. So I'm big on that. Let's see what else is in this book. Oh, this is gonna remind y'all about play. I love my baby so much. I don't show her on the internet too much, but so this is my 8-year-old, and me and her play all day. That is like my little rider. We will just play. Like we do the most random things. She's like, mom, what do you want to manifest today? Or we'll just, that's another thing, especially if you have kids, those who have kids and kids that can talk, play with them when it comes to manifesting. Ask them, like, what do you want to manifest today? And they may say something so small, like me and my daughter would do this. I'd be like, what do you want to manifest today? Like as we're walking to school. And she's like, oh, well, I think I want to see a rainbow. And I'm like, okay. So then she'll go to school. When I pick her up, I'm like, oh, did you see that rainbow? And then she'll say, yeah, like, oh, I saw it. We watched the video and there was a rainbow on there. Or I was coloring a picture and it had a rainbow. It's like kids are so, they just remind you of joy. I just love it. Oh, yeah, my Mercedes is in here. If y'all see my post, I talk a lot about that Mercedes I want because it's mine. I already bought my hat and I already bought my tire valves. It's mine. Let me see what else I want to share. Let me know if y'all have questions. Mm-mm-mm. I did a podcast interview at the beginning of the year. I don't think I ever told y'all that, but I did a podcast interview at the beginning of the year, and it's all about intention setting. I think I'm going to link it because I really want y'all to focus on setting your intentions. And when you set your intentions, go beyond just writing it down and put your attention on there, because it's another thing and another thing. We will set our intentions and then put our attention on the opposite. That is not how manifesting your desires work. That's how manifestation works, because what you're putting your attention on is going to manifest. But if you want to manifest your actual intention, that is what you need to put your attention on. Disregard all the bullshit. Disregard the 3D. Disregard everything that does not align with what you actually want to happen. I don't care how it looks. Ignore it. That's probably the best advice I can give anyone. I don't care how the circumstances look. Ignore it. And I can say this not from speaking from a theory. I can say this from speaking from experience. I have been at rock bottom. I mean, when I say rock bottom, I mean I could not even afford gas to get my daughter to school, let alone something to eat. And the best thing I can do is keep my energy and focus on what I want to experience. And as I persisted in that, I experienced what I want to experience. Now I have more money than I feel like I make so much money now, or not even make it, just be attracted to me to where I don't even use half of it a day. Like, it's so funny. I really be like, I never thought I would get to the point where I would have money that I just don't use. Like, I have money just sit in places that I just don't use because I don't need it. Release the need. So many times, if we feel like we need something, we are putting resistance on it. It's like you're getting the opposite of what you think you're doing. It's like you're now a repellent to what you feel like you need. Release the need. Let me see how to say this. So when you're in need energy, you're telling the universe, I need more things. So you're going to stay in the state of needing things. If you are in the state of abundance, I already had exactly what I need, you're going to get more abundance. It's like exactly what you're telling the universe is exactly what you're going to get. And I feel like sometimes you think you're telling the universe one thing, and that's not what your energy is saying. If you're saying, oh, I need this, I need that, you're telling the universe you need. So you're going to get more needing. But if you tell the universe, I'm abundant, I have everything that I want, I have everything that I could ever need, you're going to get more of that. So release the energy of need. Yes, I feel like this is one thing I had to realize that I used to pray to God to use me as a vessel, is that when you're praying for something, understand what you're praying for. Because if I wanted God to use me as a vessel, that means I was going to have to experience certain things in life for me to even relate to it. It's like now that I'm out of it, I am so grateful for the experience, the character development, and the persistence, resilience, everything that came with it. But of course, when you're going through it, absolutely not. But because I can now speak on this from an actual experience instead of a theory, instead of something I read in a book, I feel like it hits a little different, because it's like, okay, I am you. Like literally, I am you. If I could get through anything, you can too. I am not anyone different from you. Y'all know I believe in oneness. Y'all know I believe we're all connected, which means I am you. And if I can sit here on the other side talking to you about it, know that there's an other side for you. You cannot stay in the state that you're in unless you want to. That is another thing I want to say. Unless you enjoy being a victim of your circumstances, you would never stay the victim of your circumstance. Unless that's what you want, meaning if you continue to talk about it, continue to talk about how things don't work out for me, blah, 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 you're going to stay in that state because that's what you enjoy. What would it hurt you if you really wanted to experience something different? What would it hurt you to talk about something different? Just talk about it. The same way you can give the energy to that negative shit is the same way you can give the energy to the opposite of what you want to experience. I want you to get used to talking about your experiences in the most positive way. I don't care if it has not happened. Circumstances don't matter. This 3D reality ain't real anyway. So talk about what you want to experience. Get comfortable talking about what you want to experience. Find someone you trust who won't look at you crazy for talking about some shit that hasn't happened. Because as you continue to talk about it, you're going to continue to feel it real. And the universe is going to be like, oh, well, this is what they said. So let me go ahead and give it to them. So I'm big on, if you have a friend, family, your dog, whatever, talk to them in a state of completions. Talk to them from the end of creation. Don't say, "Oh, I want this to happen," or "when this happened." No, it ain't no when. I am so big on that. I cannot stand when people say when to me. Like, "Oh, when this happens, I'm going to do this." It's like, why? Like, why are you waiting? Like, I really don't be understanding that. I'm like, I don't understand. Why are we waiting to be this person? Why can't you just be this person now? Like, what are you waiting for? Oh, Gary, nope, it's a mask. My face is a mask. You didn't know that? Yes. Talk to yourself daily. I'm in a state, like when I say my baseline state is I am in such a deep knowing. I don't look for signs. I don't look for synchronicities. I don't even say like, "Oh, God, show me this," or I just know everything. Like for me, it's truly a knowing, but of course there's levels to this. If you're not here, I highly recommend manifestation techniques until you get here, but you need to understand that those are tools. Those are not the reason why your things manifest. They're simply tools to get you back to the your state of being, your natural normal state of being, is which is understanding that you are God, understanding that you are the creator of your reality. Manifestation techniques are tools. They're not the reason. If it's the reason to you, it's because you assigned it the reason and now you are giving it meaning. Like for me, I'm gonna show you. As y'all know, y'all getting to know me. I love seashells. I am a spiritual girly, 1,000%. Like I love seashells. I love crystals. I love all of the things. But I understand for me that these are simply tools. Like it's for fun. Like when I see manifestation techniques or spiritual tools or anything like that, I see them as fun. Like it's to enhance the experience for me. It's not the cause of my experience, but it does enhance it for me because I said so. Tab, did you ask a question? Did I miss it? Let me see if I missed it. Yes. I feel like being in a I don't give a fuck attitude, that's probably the best place to be. Like I literally don't be caring. Like I don't, this is another thing I'm gonna say. For me, people's emergency is not my urgency. Like I do not care. Like if people are crashing out, doing this, blah blah, I'm like that's your emergency. Does not give me a sense of urgency. Like you can do whatever you need to do to feel whatever you need to feel, but I'm going to be chilling because I don't care because I know that it's going to work out. I'm like I will literally watch someone crash out and just be like, I'll let them have it because we're human. We all go through emotions, but I'm like, but you know it's working out, right? Like it's, think of your life. Think of every situation you have been in thus far. If you are here on this live, it means it worked out 100% of the time. So I always go back to that. Like I am here. So it means any situation I've ever come up against, it has worked out 100% of the time. So there is no possible way the 3D is going to trick me, making me think this time it's not going to work out. That shit don't like, if we're doing the math, like God has came through 100% of the time thus far. Why would he not come through now? Like 3D, you can't trick me. Like this is a joke. Like I know this shit's going to work out. There's no other option. Oh my God, Toya, why would you say that? Do you not know? I've thought about it so much, and you're not the first person to ask me that. And I know God is prepping me. Like I said, y'all know I enjoy the unfolding of everything. So I know that God is prepping me to do in-person conferences because I do outreach events for my career. So I'm a scientist for those who don't know. So I do outreach events talking about clinical research, and I just know that I do that to prepare me to be on stage to talk about this because this is my passion. Y'all know I'm now retiring from my 9 to 5 because again, everything has a season. God has these experiences. I feel like God experienced working in research through me. Absolutely loved it. But now I know that experience is over. So now I can experience this. Tab, you said that is. That's a good question. And as someone who is not sensitive, I think because I'm a Virgo, that I just don't care. I feel like I used to be, I'm a retired people pleaser. So in the sense of I used to be everything for everyone. Like I'm always everyone's emergency contact. Like that has always been me. But I had to come to the state understanding that you cannot pour from an empty cup. Like you are going to be depleted pouring from an empty cup. So until you are completely grounded in who you are as God and pouring from overflow, everything else has to take a back seat. That's just how I have to view it. Like I can't pour from an empty cup because no one's pouring into me. So unless I'm pouring from overflow and now my cup is automatically replenished, like it's always flowing over from the brim, so I can pour into people from that state. But before that, absolutely not. Nope. Like I'm going to be depleted, and who's pouring into me? So, okay, let me know if you have more questions. Yes. I'm going to show y'all. Let me show y'all this affirmation for money. It says, I am a money magnet. I love money. Money loves me. I am always receiving financial abundance, and I am financially free. That is one of my favorite affirmations. But I really don't affirm anymore, y'all. Like when I say I don't do anything, I be dead ass. Like I don't even journal anymore. And I'm like, maybe I'll come back to these things eventually. But it's like I used to journal out every experience I want to have. But I realized that I was relying too much on journaling. Like, oh, I was starting to feel like if I didn't write it down, it wasn't gonna happen. And then I had to take a step back, like, it's gonna happen regardless. It doesn't matter what I do because I said so. I am big on reality is the way that I desire it to be because I said so. And I do not deny my God self of any experiences. I am not the type of person to be like, oh, I'm going to wait for, let's say, oh, I'm going to wait for this event to wear these shoes or wear this dress. I'm going to wear this shit tomorrow to the grocery store if I want to because I don't deny myself of any experience. If I want to wear it right now, I'm putting it on right now. I can be going absolutely nowhere, sitting in the bed, watching Netflix, but I want to wear it, so I'm putting it on. Yeah, I just don't deny my God self of anything. I just can't see that for me. I'm like, why would I deny my God self of this experience? I want to have it, so it just doesn't make sense. Mm, let's see what else. This thing was so big, y'all. Oh, this is a big one for me. I can show y'all this because I'm all about luxury. I hope y'all can still hear me. So for me, when I was creating this binder, I created, let's say, subtabs. Oh, man, hold on. I created subtabs. So this one is luxury, and I put down what luxury means to me. And then the pages after that, I put pictures of luxurious things for me. And it's so funny because I'm looking at some of these pictures of what luxury means, and I already own these things. It's like it's so simple. And when I look at it, I'm like, this shit was so easy. I mean, I own the exact thing. Like, y'all, let me show y'all this couch. I can't show y'all my couch, but I can show y'all the couch that I put in my book. And it's the exact couch. This exact couch is the couch that I now own. And I'm going to tell you, I got this when I had no money. No money. I went to the store that had this couch. My credit was terrible. And I had no money. And I told them I wanted the couch. And they was like, okay, well, maybe you could apply for a credit card. So I applied, got denied. I'm like, well, damn, okay. Mind you, the same day I got denied, a third party company called me and was like, oh, well, we can give you the couch for $11, like $11 down. And then you need to pay it off before this specific date to avoid interest. I didn't have any money. I'm going to tell you, God gave me the money right before the specific date of that would have added like $2,000 of interest to pay off the couch. That's why I say circumstances don't matter and you have to take action. You cannot wait for the 3D to rearrange to take action. You need to take action so that the 3D can rearrange for you. Quit waiting for the 3D to take action. You take action, and then the 3D will take action. The internal matches the external matches the internal. So whatever you do internally first, the 3D will match that. Oh, girl, I love this couch. It's so funny because I have a picture of like luxury bags. And it's like all of these things, like I don't even care for anymore. I'm like, I don't I don't care. Like I am really a collector of experiences. I feel like that is the state that I am in now. I'm big on that. And if you join the Money Masterclass, whenever it launches, March 1st, hopefully, I talk about being a collector of experiences, like understanding that your manifestations are an experience. It's not some a destination to get to, is simply an experience, and the unfolding is the experience. Like I am so big on enjoying the experience. Quit trying to go from A to B to C to D. Just enjoy the experience of A. Let A unfold and enjoy it. Like, what is the rush? We are not going nowhere. If y'all don't know, I believe in quantum immortality, which means I don't believe you can ever experience your own death. So we're not going anywhere. That's what made me stop rushing through life. I'm like, I'm gonna be here forever. Like, what is the rush? What's the rush? Why not slow down, enjoy it, take the morning, enjoy your tea. I literally be at work, y'all, and my colleagues be so stressed out. And they're like, "Oh, Ty, are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm good. Like, I'm not stressed at all. Like, I'm actually having the time of my life." It's because I just enjoy the experience. It doesn't matter what it is, work, play, anything. I'm just enjoying the experience. Let me make sure I didn't skip any questions, y'all. I'll be forgetting. You said, Ty, does that mean you know? Oh, yes. I do. I do know legit companies, but I work in biopharmaceutical. What's the next question? You said you just joined. Can we talk about? Oh, yes. So I am so excited about this masterclass, y'all. Like when I say excited, like I can barely contain it. Like I feel like it's gonna like burst out of me. So the money masterclass is a God State Money Masterclass, and this is going to be a pre-recorded class. There's like 60 slides. So take your time. Again, remember we enjoy experiences. So don't rush through it. There's exercises, there's places where you need to pause, integrate, and I'm going to do an introductory price. So whenever it does launch, make sure you get it then because the prices is going to go up. Like, of course, there's an introductory rate, but then the prices is going to go up. And I'm big on pausing when you feel called to pause. Like, do not rush through it to get to the end because at the end, it ain't no magical thing going to happen. It's really about pausing and taking it all in. And it's really about understanding yourself as God. This is not a financial class. This is not a class that's about a whole bunch of techniques. This is a class about understanding yourself as God, understanding money as God, and really embodying that. Let me see. Talk more about action. So let me tell you something about action. Yes, we can talk about action. When I say inspired action, I mean what naturally comes next for you. And inspired action doesn't even feel like action to you. It is something that you was naturally going to do anyway to allow the unfolding. I feel like we tend to delay our manifestation when we're taking forceful action because that's not what's natural. That's not what we're going to do anyway. So whatever the natural next thing for you to do is, do that. That could be go on for a walk. Say that you had the intention, and now you're like, damn, I really wanted to go for a walk. Let me go outside and go for a walk. You go for a walk, you might run into somebody, you might get some email, you might, it'd be like you might trip on the rock, fall. Now you have to sit on the ground. But then after you tripped on the rock, now you're going to the store. But because you tripped on the rock, it delayed an experience. Now you get to the store, now you meet someone. That is inspired action to me. Like, do what naturally feels next. Like, that is one thing I want y'all to know. Y'all cannot mess up your manifestation. Y'all, I'm from Texas. Well, I live in Texas. You cannot mess up your manifestation. You can delay your manifestation by continuing to changing your mind and not persisting, but you cannot mess it up. Once you have set your intention on manifesting something, it has to manifest. Now, the amount of time it takes depends on you. Now, if you have a lot of resistance, you are going to delay it. But if you know once you set your intention that it has to manifest, you will learn to just enjoy the 3D because it's manifesting. regardless of what it looks like, I know that it's manifested and I'm enjoying the unfolding of it. Yes, Tab. No, when I say take action, I am not so yeah, I don't even use the word goals anymore because the word goals for me is so triggering. Like now I feel like it's something I have to do, and now I have resistance because now I feel like you're making me do this. Like I want to do whatever I want to do. Like quit telling me I have to reach this goal. It's like, no, I don't. Now I have resistance. So that's why when I say inspired action, it means whatever naturally what you was gonna do next. That is so funny to me because I'm the same way. Like this is what I was gonna do anyway. So it's not work. Mm-mm-mm. Hey, Israel. Yes. So when I say action, I don't mean you need to go out. Oh, let me write all of this stuff down. Like, if you don't, even this manifestation binder, if you don't want to do it, don't. Like, for me, someone had asked us to do like a manifestation party. Like, what are those called? Those vision boards. And I hate vision boards. I said, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm in a place of my life where I don't do what I don't want to do. And I have no issues on saying no. Like, if I don't want to do something, I'm not doing it. I was like, God does not want this experience, therefore I'm not doing it. Like it's simple. I was like, if God wanted to have this experience through me, then I would have the desire for it. But since you have that desire, that means that's the experience that God want to have through you, not me. Therefore, I'm not doing it. Simple. Let me see. Do we have any more questions? Hmm. Oh, Don, I am doing amazing. I'm doing amazing every single day. Literally. Y'all, when I say I'm in my God state, I mean, when, no matter how I feel, however I feel, say that I'm in the middle of something and in the middle of doing this thing, if I just automatically feel like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore, guess what? I'm just going to stop doing it. I don't explain myself. I just like, no, I don't want to do it. Like, no is the answer. No is a sentence. I need y'all to understand. No is a sentence. If you don't want to do something, you don't have to. This is your reality. You have the right to choose how you want to experience it. You said my unfoldment or journey is never comfortable. See, Israel, that is a limited belief. You need to change your perspective. You can even if you're not even in a state where you can see the perspective different, ask yourself, what is this teaching me? That's what I used to do. What is this teaching me? If I can't enjoy it, I ask myself, what is this teaching me? And allow the answer to come. It's so funny you say that because someone else says that to me all the time. Or or people will say something like rules don't apply to you. I'm like, I'm glad y'all know this. These 3D rules do not apply to me. None of this shit applies to me. Like it might apply to you. I mean, if that works out for you, go ahead. But I'm not doing it. I'm like, this doesn't apply to me. I was like, when they were saying these things, it did not apply to me. Let me tell y'all, and then I'm gonna have to go because I think I have a meeting, y'all. But let me tell y'all. So, a few years ago, when I was married, not married anymore, me and my ex husband was buying a house, and we put down like $5,000 on this house, and then we didn't want it, and our realtor was like, well, that money is non-refundable. We told y'all from up front, like you can't get that money back. And I was just sitting here looking at her like, okay, like my mind is like that shit don't apply to me. Maybe other people don't get their money back, but okay. But I just said okay. So after she said that the company sent us a check for the money, and she's like, I can't believe that happened. She's like, they never give people their money back. I didn't even ask for it back. Once you said you can't get it back, I said, okay, but I was thinking, yes, I can. Like, I already get what I want. Why would I not get my money back? That's what I'm saying. Rules don't apply to me. Y'all can take the affirmation, then I'm going to go. Rules do not apply to you. 3D reality does not apply to you. Whatever they saying is happening, whatever it does not apply to you. And if you get that mindset thinking like, this shit does not apply to me. Like, no matter what they're saying, I will sit there like, I don't know who they're talking to, but this doesn't apply to me. Like, I can't relate. That's my biggest thing. I'm like, I can't relate. Like, people could be telling me something negative. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I just can't relate. I can't relate. That's not my story anymore. I can't relate. It's like immediately don't take on anyone else's energy. That's the whole point of saying you can't relate. Do not take on anyone else's experiences as your own. Your God self want their own experience. Their God self wanted their own experience. Do not take on someone else's experience as your own. It's not yours. And remember, we do not entertain what we don't want to experience. Be a passenger princess to God and sit in the passenger side and enjoy your snacks. And as always, I'm happy, I'm blessed, I'm free. Yahweh. Bye.